Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the hopeful elect brothers that's doing the work of the Lord in sincerity and in truth. Now, what you have on the screen is the YouTube app, because I'm on my phone recording this lesson. And I just typed in woman cut off food stamps. Now, you see the videos from top to bottom. This is Anton Daniels. It says, no more food stamps in Section 8. Because, Salaki, let me read one more. Women are having meltdowns over Trump's new EBT food stamps requirement. And this is all due to the federal aid freeze. And I think it ended. I think the Supreme Court? I think it was the Supreme Court that the federal judge temporarily blocks Trump administration freeze on federal aid. And with that federal aid, let me take this off. With the federal aid, right, a lot of things got put on pause. Medicare, Medicaid, what else? Medicare, Medicaid, Section 8 food stamps, and things like that, because, a lot of things require federal aid. A lot of things require aid, from the government to run. Now, these are very important things that people rely on. Cash assistance, EBT, food stamps, Medicare, and so on and so forth. Millions of people rely on it. It says the judge, temporarily blocks it, but this man is on a roll. And these women, they were losing their minds when it happened. They were making videos saying that, my food stamps and cash assistance or whatever got stopped. And, some of them had to pay back, what they've been getting, a couple thousands of dollars in aid. And the aid from the government made the government, to these women, their husbands. The government is their daddy. The government is their husband. The government is their man. That's why they're so proud. That's why these American and westernized women are so proud, because in America, women can live good because all they have to do is rely on the government. They could have a few babies, with the man, and kick him out the picture and put him on child support, and then steps in the government as their husband or as their daddy, and the government takes care of them, and they get thousands of dollars in aid per month, and that inflates their ego. That makes them so proud, especially our people. But the majority of federal aid and food stamps and all that is given to white people. That's first. The majority of all that goes to white people. But a good majority of it still goes to you Israelite woman. You are wicked Israelite woman. The so-called black woman, Hispanic and Native American woman. Section 8 food stamps. All the so-called hood rats. The wicked, the wicked proud woman of our nation, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the real Israelites. Now, Lord will, this lesson is edifying. Now, this is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. And the Most High is just beautiful, the way he just does things. Because for years, these women have been so proud, and the wicked Israelite woman, the black woman in Mexico, well, mainly the so-called black woman, right? And then the Hispanic women follow after that, because they follow the so-called black woman. They follow their wicked big sister. And all this government aid that the Israelite woman had for decades, it destroyed the household. It's broken up families. It's made dysfunctional families. It's made make a weak and emotional, mentally men, because these women are single mothers, because they don't need no man, because the government's taking care of them. So a woman cannot properly raise children on their own. So they raise the boys up to be super emotional and full of rage, and they raise the girls, into whores, which is very sad, but it's the curses on our people. It's a sign that we're actually the Israelites. But it's just judgment from the Most High, and the prophets have been warning our people to repent, but these wicked women won't repent. Wicked women and men, they won't repent. And this is just a taste of the judgment, that's coming down the line. That's going to be a part of Jacob's trouble. Now, let me get it. This is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 2. They put the men on child support, and if the man can't pay child support, they take away his documents, his license, and they throw him into prison and take away his driver's license, which is all wickedness. But Esau already used the so-called black woman to do his bidding, to destroy the family. Jacob's been destroyed enough. So now the so-called white man is throwing her away. He don't need the wicked Israelite woman anymore. So now he's casting judgment on them. Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9 says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech." Yeah. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, you women that are living, comfortably. Because these women live good off of extra aid every month from the government. Child support, food stamps, EBT. They pay a fraction on the rent concerning Section 8, and they're so proud. They're so proud because of it, and comfortable, and they get to be free, and they get the liberty, just to be wicked, just to hop from man to man and have their children go through trauma because a little boy or a girl don't know who their real father is, or they're taught by their mother to hate their father because of lies because of the lies that their mother taught them. And when they grow up, they realize that their mother is just wicked, and that their father just had to leave or was forced to leave. because of the wickedness of their mother. The man couldn't stand it anymore. But let me go on. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. So these women are careless. Give ear unto my speech, which means listen. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Yeah, all the benefits and all the aid that these women have been getting from the government, it's about to come to an end. And you can see it right here. It did come to a temporary end, but it's actually gonna come to an end. It's gonna fully come to an end because the judge put a temporary block, on the freeze concerning federal aid, because Trump is like, it's a waste. The federal aid is a waste, so just put a freeze on it just to save money. This man is a devil. This man is a devil, but it's prophecy. It's prophecy. This society is going down. Babylon is going to be destroyed, but before it's destroyed by the missiles, the Most High is going to break the society down into pieces. And the Lord is humbling these women. You can see his face. He is not playing. This is DJ Trump. This is Nero in the ring. This is Nero coming back in the reincarnation. The mad, sick Emperor Nero coming back in the reincarnation. He don't give a damn. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. And let me look up the word vintage. Vintage, the grape crop, vintage. Now, it's a gathering, right? But when you go into the word vintage, it goes into the best or peak year or something, or you call it a golden year of high achievement, or you say high sale, or high sale or something like that. Now, let me look up vintage definition. Vintage says the year or place in which wine, especially wine of high quality, was produced, relating to or denoting wine of high quality. So it's the best year for wine because that year was the best quality of wine that was produced, in that year. So the best years are behind them. The woman, the gathering is a coming. The gathering, the vintage failed because Salakia, because the benefits are not coming. Right? The benefits are not coming. The vintage has failed. Which the best years are behind them. The years of getting government aid, the years of being proud against, the so-called black man, the years of being proud against the Israelite man, the years of them, just being free to do all types of wickedness, especially to be whores. Let me look this up. I looked it up earlier. Vintage year. Definition. A vintage year has multiple meanings. The year a wine was produced, which is the best quality of wine. And then, in turn, that goes into other meanings of it being compared to the best quality of wine that's produced in that year. A year of success, a year, Salakia, or a year when a fund began making investments. See right here, a vintage year can also refer to a year when grapes or wine produced were of excellent quality. It says success. A vintage year can also be a year of outstanding success or distinction. Now, so the vintage year or the year of success or peak of achievement was when these women are living good, eating off the government, and they were proud against men, especially the Israelite man. And now the vintage has failed because all those benefits come to an end. The gathering shall not come. The gathering is a benefit, and the aid is not coming. The government cut that shit off. Now the judge again put a temporary freeze on it, but it's prophecy that all these things are gonna come to pass anyways. All this is prophecy. And these women are gonna be humbled, and a lot of these women are gonna be destroyed for their wickedness because they won't repent. It says, where is it? Yeah. Examples of a peak year. And a peak year is a synonym to I think banner year, vintage year, peak year. They're all similar. A peak year, this is from the Google AI overview. A peak year refers to a year where something reaches its highest point or greatest development, like a company experiencing its highest sales in a particular year, a musician hitting their peak popularity. So, for example, Michael Jackson, his highest selling record was Thriller, right? His highest selling record is a Thriller album, and it still is best records. Hello?
Thank you. Oh, I just felt the cold in my head. Thank you.
Yes, Salakia. His highest selling album was his Thriller album. Now, Michael Jackson in the 80s, that was a decade that he was most famous. Michael Jackson in the 80s was the most famous man, on the planet. Because, he's a very, very talented Israelite. But, that was the peak decade, of his success, of his fame, of his popularity. And then after the 80s, it slowly started to diminish. And when you go into, the early 90s, that's when all those allegations start to come against him. But then he still had some success, in the later 90s. But in the 2000s, he became infamous. And then when he died, that's when he became famous again. That's when Salake, his sales started to go up again. Posthumous. That's just an example. And this here, this is an example. 2023 was a peak year of our company's profits. During her peak year of 2010, she won 3 major tennis tournaments. This is all examples of peak year, going back to or comparing to vintage. The gathering, the great gathering, or the year that the best quality wine was produced. Other examples of peak years could include, for a retail store, the year around Black Friday when sales are at their highest. For a ski resort, the winter season with the most snowfall and visitors. for a beach town, the summer months with the highest tourist influx, for a musician, the year they released a high successful album, as I said before, MJ, I think it was 82 or 83 when the Thriller album got released, and it sold millions. That's his best-selling record. So 83 would be like his peak year, his vintage. For a professional athlete, the year they achieved their best performance and win major competitions. I think that I had one more. No, I already read that. Is this it? I had something else, but is this it? When referring to the best year for something, people often use phrases like banner year, peak year, golden year, or simply breakthrough year to describe a particular successful or notable period in time. Notable period in time. The vintage is behind them. It's failed. This is all referring to vintage. So, yeah, you catch my drift. That's going into vintage. And vintage goes into wine. The year the best quality of wine was made. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless woman, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come, the benefits, government aid. These women are getting fired from their jobs, they're losing their homes, they're going homeless. A lot of things are happening to these women, and it's all judgment from the Most High for their pride. That is prophecy. Tremble ye women that are at ease, especially you wicked Israelite women. Salakia. Be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. So these women are being made bare. All the goodies are being stripped from them. They shall lament for the teats. The teats is going into a breast. A nipple is on the breast. When you have a baby, when a woman has a baby, she gives nourishment to the baby by feeding that baby milk that's coming from her breast. The baby sucks on the nipple of the breast. That's what it's going into. For the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine, upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, upon all the houses of joys in the joy city. So in America, all these women are, at one time, they were proud, they were joyous, but all these problems are coming upon them now. Let me go into, let me see, Salakia. It's the NLT. Yeah. Let me go through it quickly, Lord will. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9 in the NLT. Listen, you woman who lie around in ease, listen to me, you who are so smug. In a short time, just a little more than a year, ye careless ones will suddenly begin to care, for your fruit crops will fail. The aid from the government is failing. You're losing jobs, you're losing your homes. because you can't afford it, because the benefits, the goodies that you use, that you have used to afford your lavish lifestyle, that has made you comfortable and at ease, is all failing. Now you have to get a job. Now you have to get a job. Now you have to depend, on the Israelite man, in which a lot of these men are not looking out for you women because they're tired of your bullshit. They're tired of your BS. They're tired of being, taught down upon by you wicked Israelite women, so-called black man and the Hispanic man. And the harvest will never take place. So in a short time, just a little more than a year, because that year was their peak year, the best year, the golden year. And it's that period of time that they were living it up, getting all these benefits, going on girls trips, getting child support, getting BBLs, getting their nails done every week, getting their hair done every week, by aid of the government and by their quote unquote baby's father that they put on child support. All that shit is failing. And I guess that's the end of it. Lord will this lesson was edifying. Let's go back to this right here. Women are having meltdowns over Trump's new EBT food stamp. It's just going down because of the freed of the federal aid. And this video right here, right? Yeah, there's multiple videos of women, in tears and lamenting because the aid got cut off. But this is prophecy. The Lord will, it was edifying. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Al Shai, Bashim Kakudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.